What is up, guys? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today, Monday, thank God it's Monday, we have a news episode for all of y'all. It's been a pretty depressing week in Bitcoin, but we'll go through some of the latest news, see what's going on, how it affects you. And before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everyone subscribing, thank you to everyone mashing on that like button, and guys, if you want to find out how to win a free Ledger Nano S, stay tuned. Now, first thing, people were like bummed about the price of Bitcoin. But then the price jumped up $1,000 from like $7,500 to $8,500 because the G20 says crypto does not pose a risk. That means they're not going to stamp it out. They're not going to destroy it. They think that crypto assets do not pose a risk to global financial stability at this time, in part because they're small relative to the financial system. I think they account for like 0.05% of the world's total money. So really, not that much money. They don't think it's a risk. So they're not going to stamp it out. So obviously, price jumps up. Now, other things going on. Since the price is jumping up, where's it going to go to? Well, Tom Lee from Fundstrat, he says that Bitcoin is going to go to 91,000 by March of 2020. Now, this is in quite contrast to what John McAfee says, where he says it's going to be $1 million by 2020. But, we'll see where it goes. Now, Tom Lee based his research based on previous dips and recovery. So we had a dip and then recovery. We had a 70% decline, recovery, another 77% decline, and then recovery. So that's how he's basing it. And he may be right. Who's to tell? We'll have to wait till 2020. But something that I did see that was very cool is at Fundstrat, they released this Bitcoin Misery Index, which takes a look at this. And this is pretty cool for if you're looking to buy Bitcoin at lows. You obviously have to get an account on Fundstrat to use it, but if you use the Bitcoin Misery Index, when the BMI, not the body mass index, the Bitcoin Misery Index is down in the red, that's a great time to buy. Boom, boom, boom. Great buys when it's down in the red. So if you have an account there on Fundstrat, you could take a look at this, and when it's down in the red, you could start buying more, and then when it goes up into the blue, you could hold off. If you want to do it that way. Or if you don't, just dollar cost average Bitcoin. That's the easiest solution. Now, MasterCard, in news, everybody wants these cards that you can swipe, spend your cryptos and everything. MasterCard says they're not going to be they're open to not anonymous state-issued cryptos. All the others are junk. So they really only want state-issued cryptos that are not anonymous so they can track people, do all that stuff. So basically, they can hold you in bondage forever. Now, what this means for those card issuers that use MasterCard, I don't exactly know. But we'll kind of see how that goes in the future. Similarly, Visa's chief financial officer says that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are used by every crook and dirty politician. So basically, it's really crazy when these guys make these say the things that they say, because they obviously don't do any research. Like if somebody asked me, like, what do you think about the state of affairs of like Iranian central government politics in the year 1772, all right? And I just said, ugh, it's a crock of shit, without actually researching it. And I think that's what people do with Bitcoin when they ask, because he's quoted here for saying, with the currency issued by the Federal Reserve, I know who stands behind it, the Rothschilds, right? With cryptocurrency, who's good for the money? Who the hell knows? I don't know. Watch a freaking video and figure it out. It's pretty simple. So obviously he doesn't do his research, but there's been a whole bunch of naysayers, Jamie Dimon, Charlie Munger, a whole bunch of them. They could be right. Who knows? Could all go to nothing. They could be wrong. So we'll see. Now, here's another one. Oh my goodness. Coming after. First, it was Facebook that did away with Bitcoin ads. Then it was Google that did away with Facebook. Or, what am I saying? First, it was Facebook that did away with crypto ads. Then it was Google that did away with crypto ads. Now, Twitter, unconfirmed, potentially to do away with crypto-related ads. Now, why are they doing away with crypto ads? Mostly because of, like, phishing and a whole bunch of people promising things that they can't deliver, I guess. So, a whole bunch of stuff like that. But the regulation comes, so maybe it's good, maybe it's not. It makes me wonder, though, with, like, Google banning crypto stuff, what are they going to do with, like, because they own YouTube, what are they going to do with the crypto channels? Hopefully they won't do anything, but if they do, it was nice knowing you guys, The next one, Bitcoin is gaining more public adoption. So you remember like Floyd Money Mayweather, he was talking about it, then Katy Perry had her crypto calls. Now Bitcoin is seen on live national television. Now, of course, it's getting compared to like goats and bubbles and chicken McNuggets, but the name is getting out there to the masses. Most people, they may not know what Bitcoin is, but they've heard of Bitcoin. All right, and I have people coming up to me every once in a while now asking me, be like, tell me about that Bitcom thing, or the Bytecom, or the, they don't even know what it is, but they've heard about it. And that's the important part, because next time we start seeing a bull market, all those people who heard about it will be like, damn, I should have got in when I first heard about it, because then it was only $8,000. Now it's $20,000, and then by the time they get in, it'll be $50,000, $100,000, whatever. So good for all of us. Now, here's another cool thing for Bitcoin. The Lightning Network launched its first implementation, all right? The Lightning Daemon. It helps developers easily connect to the Lightning Network. They're describing it as having the necessary safety, security, and fault tolerance required for real-world, real money usage. Now, this is great, okay? We've got the beta is now live on the Bitcoin and Lightning mainnet. So that is awesome, okay? The sooner the Lightning Network is available for transactions, the sooner it'll get public adoption. And we already see it in some states accepting Bitcoin as taxes, in some businesses looking at accepting Bitcoin. Well, guess what? When you don't have to pay outrageous fees, when you don't have to wait a long time, everybody's going to be using it. Now, there are some people criticizing the Lightning Network, saying it could be centralized and whatever, but not really that big of a deal, because guess what? In order for you to have a giant node in the Lightning Network, you have to have a lot of money already sitting there on the Lightning Network that could be vulnerable to hacking. So that kind of defeats the purpose of having a huge centralized thing, because then you could lose all of it. So, whatever. Long way around. Now, for the second part of the news episode, what we were doing today, we were taking a look at the top gainers for the past 7 days, and there's not many, because Bitcoin is down 10%. Ethereum is down 24%. Holy shnikes. Ripple is down 15%. Bcash down 10%. How that's the least of all of them boggles my mind. Litecoin down 14%. Cardano 22%. Neo 24%. Stellar 22%. All right. So everything's kind of in the negative. Tether is only down negative 0.27%. So kind of holding steady, as it should be. But the gainers for this week, we have Binance up 6%. All right. Now realize that's a very slow week for cryptocurrencies. But how long would it take you to get that at your bank? Like a lifetime or more. What other stuff do we have? We have Aion. Aion's up a little bit. All right, 10.69%. And if we continue scrolling down, the next one is dynamic trading, something or other. So we'll take a look at all those and see what brings those prices all over the place. First one we'll take a look at is Binance. Now, Binance right now is at $8.56. We saw a little price shoot up and then coming back down slowly. Now, Binance coin is a cool coin because it's used on the Binance exchange, which is by far one of my favorite exchanges, because very good customer service. They handle stuff well. Like they had a little hack that happened. They handled it well. They put out a bounty to catch the hackers. So they have all that stuff. They have a whole bunch of pairings in both Ethereum, Bitcoin, Binance coin, I think Neo maybe, I don't know, but I like them. But why did the price shoot up? Whenever the price shoots up, I always like to try and figure stuff out, so then I can predict in the future for other coins if things might have an effect. And what was it for Binance? Well, they talked about launching a decentralized trading platform. So Binance, as we know, is a centralized exchange. With centralized exchanges, it's not a question of if they're going to be hacked, it's a question of when. Well, with decentralized exchanges, it makes that impossible to happen. So it makes them a lot safer. And to do this, Binance is launching their own blockchain. Very cool. And decentralized exchange, competing with other decentralized exchanges like NEX, 0x, Loopring, a whole bunch of other ones. So that's very cool. That's what made the price shoot up. Next one we'll take a look at is Aion. All right, Aion's at 267 now, down from highs of like $10. So, whoo, yeah, it's down quite a bit. But what is Aion, you might ask? It is a third generation blockchain network that is working on blockchain interoperability. So right now we have the Bitcoin blockchain, we have the Ethereum blockchain, we have all these different blockchains, Cardano blockchain, whatever, but they can't really communicate between each other. That's what Aion is working to fix, along with the Blockchain Interoperability Alliance, including Icon and WanChain. But Aion's aiming to do that, and recently, the reason for the price increase that I found is this man, Tika Tiwari, okay, the dude from Palm Beach Confidential, all right? He's talking about what's coming up next, and he says, you know, blockchains are all separate, blah, blah, blah. Huge sales letter thing here. Here's all you need to understand about Aion. So he starts talking about Aion, how it helps bridge everything. So yeah, that's why the price shot up, because people read this and then buy it, and then the price goes up. All right. Now, last one we'll take a look at is dynamic trading rights. Now, it was tough pickings this week. There were not many coins that were in the positive, so I went down below 100 and took a look at this one. Dynamic trading rights, okay, out of ICO back in December. Price was at an all-time high of 22 cents, now down to 7 cents. I know, I don't talk in Satoshis, but whatever. You know, now, taking a look at the website, Tokens is building a superior cryptocurrency exchange. No information on the website. You can take a look at their token sale website. No information there either, except for the white paper. So we went to the white paper. I went and read this. This was from October 29th of 2017. And I gotta say, very uninspiring white paper, all right? It's just, I mean, aside from this right here, this is the only thing, I'm not sure if you can see that highlighted, didn't work out very well, but Damian Merlak, I think that's the main thing behind DTR. Other than that, I can't really see much going for it. There's a whole bunch of exchanges out there. How they're going to really beat the rest of them, I don't know, it's up to them. But it could happen because if we scroll down to the bottom, the rest of the white paper, yeah, not much in there. Didn't really say anything new, just kind of described. I mean, it was a very it's one of those white papers that they pitch to people who know nothing about Bitcoin, nothing about blockchain, nothing about cryptocurrencies, nothing about nothing. They teach them that's the whole white paper. They just taught them about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and cryptocurrency exchanges. Nothing about what they're doing here. They have no alpha, nothing like that. So yeah, it's risky. Okay, it's risky, but you know, if you're willing to bet on the team, Damian Merlak, he founded Bitstamp. Okay, back in 2011, he also did the Quantum Project, not to be confused with Qtum, back in 2017. And then there's some other people on the team. Now, if you're willing to bet money on a team and an idea, yeah, go for it. But I think that decentralized exchanges are the way of the future, and a lot of other people, including Binance, think that too. All right, so not saying I'm as smart as Binance, but you know. They say nothing of decentralized exchanges in this white paper. I don't know. Maybe it's a cash grab. Maybe it's not. Maybe I don't know what I'm about. Maybe blah, blah, blah. Exactly. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not an expert. Okay, you guys see the warning. I'm not an expert. Not a financial advisor. I just make videos about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies every single day for you guys because that's what I do. All right, no days off. Now, for those of you who want to win that free Ledger Nano S, you can go to crypto-love.com/ledger. You can enter to win there for the giveaway at our late night live stream. Tomorrow night, Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Guys, from now on, new rule, you have to have entered within the past week. So just to make sure that someone who's actually on the live stream will be winning it, because I hate going through hundreds of names until we find someone who entered and is actually on the live stream. So you have to have entered within the past week and be on the live stream in order to win it. But you could do it. You could get one for free. I'll send it anywhere in the world to you. Now, guys, last thing, all right? One more thing. I will be speaking at the NEC3 conference in Los Angeles, all right? That is coming up March 24th, so this coming, I think, Saturday, okay? So I'll be speaking there. If you want to go to that, you can get a discount by using the discount code CryptoLove, all one word. But it'll be me, David Hay, Crypto Bobby. We'll be having a fun time, talking all day, and then going out for drinks at night, hanging out with all of you guys who want to come out there. It's in LA, March 24th. Make sure you sign up, nac3.io, and if you want to get a discount, you can use CryptoLove as the discount code. Lastly, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for mashing on that like button. Thank you for still sticking with crypto, even though the markets are just going down day after day, month after month. One day they'll come back up, and then we'll all make a lot of money. But until then, I will see you guys. Have a good one. Peace.